You don't want no cat.
Okay, shh.
Why do they call you cheese?
I never knew.
No idea.
It's just a name they gave me like that.
Always smiling.
You didn't put cheese in your hoop nets?
Yeah, you put cheese in a hoop.
No, at one time they didn't have that at all.
It's because you were always smiling, probably.
Probably so.
So they called you that ever since you were small?
Ever since I was small.
Two cheese.
Cheese probably.
They started with that and it kept on.
Yeah, maybe you had the stickiest cheese, toe cheese.
What number were you in the birth order?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
9, number 5.
Number 5. And who were you? Which one of your brothers and sisters were you closest to when you were growing up?
Clifton, Pierre.
Okay.
We was close together. It was only about 14, 15 months apart.
He's older than you.
Yeah, but 14, 15 months. Yeah.
What do you remember doing with him?
Well, him and I, we done just about everything you could ask for. By planting get the soil ready and planting the corn and soybeans, snap beans. That was the start of the season, and after that it was cutting wood and picking up pepper.
Always something to do.
Always something to do. Always, always.
And so y'all cleared a lot of the land?
A lot of that land right there, right. Maybe half or more by hand.
What kind of tools y'all have?
Paspatu, they call that. Axe, 2-3 axe, paspatu.
A shovel?
We had shovels to dig the stumps out. We had one old horse blaze. We used to hitch it to the stumps after we dug them out, and we'd pull them off. And after all that was finished, they used the dam, those horses and mule, one horse and one mule, to plow. That's how we started the field right here.
And that was a horse for the family?
Horse for Blaze, yeah.
What
Blaze. Blaze was the name of the horse?
Mm-hmm.
What was the mule's name?
We had 2 mules, we call it Luella. Lou and Ella.
Yeah,
Lou and Ella.
him and Toby talk about that last night, how cute that was.
And Ella was a wild mule. Very wild. Always moving. Nervous. Real nervous.
And that's who you took after.
And the mule.
That's who started calling you cheese.
You learn what you live.
What's your earliest memory? What's the first thing you can remember as a child?
When I was young, growing up, the first thing Mama would do on Thursday, she would we couldn't eat meat on Friday. We'd eat chicken on Thursday. She'd save all the guts and the legs and everything. And then on Friday morning before I go to school, I'd crab, 2-3 dozen of crab for her.
So you would take the leftovers from
The chicken, right?
The chicken.
The leg, the legs at the end, the guts, the neck, part of the neck, the head.
and tell me what you do with that.
We had some steak right there by your daddy's camp up to Howard's camp. We had about 6 or 7 of them with some lines on them. We put the guts and the baits on there and we throw them in the water. The crab would come when that line would go straight. That you knew you had a crab on it. So you go there and raise it up and you dip it, all of them.
And be pretty quick.
30, 40 minutes, you had 2-3 dozen caught already. And beautiful crab too, in those days.
Is it different now?
It's different now, except, what was it, 3 years ago? It was unbelievable how big they were right up that little island right there. Right past that little island, I had 19 cages. I was catching about 20 dozen. But in about 5 or 6 cages past that island, on the right-hand side, I was catching 1.5 dozen, 2 dozen to a cage sometimes. That's the cage I would catch the best. I don't know why, right there is the best place for crab they have in the lake.
So, but it was right along here that you would go and get
Oh,
crab.
over there at the time, right now I go with my boat, but at that time, we was on foot, you know? Everything was on foot. You paddle across to go to school, then in the afternoon, you'd holler from across the lake, and Mom would come pick us up sometimes.
So where would she drop you off?
If you notice where the Bergeron live right there, across right there, I think it's a Bergeron.
Cleve?
Cleve. Okay, there was no house right there. But they had a dirt road that came all the way and turned on that sawmill before the hardest put that sawmill. And we used to paddle right there. Then go to school and come back, and everybody had come to the house. Even when they come visit, they blew that horn if they had a car, which wasn't a lot, 2, 3 of them. And the rest was hollering, and we'd come pick them up in the putt-putt.
And the putt-putt was the,
That was the go-getter.
Like a go have a boat go fast.
Everything you done was with the putt-putt. You jump in it, you back up, and
the school was the same where the school is now?
right.
Yeah.
But only 7th grade at the time. But we didn't go to school all the time. We like me, I'd go to school on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, I work in the field. I couldn't go to school every day.
'Cause there
Had to
was
work.
To be done.
Yeah,
And how long did you go to school?
the 6th grade.
And then what did you do after that?
My first job was with J.B. Conley. All them big ditches back there, way over here, and the one right here, along here, and the one in the back of the shed over there, and always plopped it. J.B. Conley was digging that, and he gave me a job $3 a day, $18 a week, and I worked with him. I was his oiler, and at night when we worked, he had the lights of the drag line up, and I had to go put the stakes. But man, it was rough. Let me tell you, they had mud and water wells over here, all the time.
How
In
many
those
hours-
days,
How many hours a day would you work?
8. We worked 8. The other crew was working till midnight. If we was a daytime crew, we worked like 6 to 3 and 3 to 12. But then in between that, you had. But that's how we done that all the time.
What do you remember about the old house right there?
What I remember the whole house the most
Yeah.
is when we first moved there. I don't remember how old I was, but when it was cold, I remember that good. I'd get up in the morning. The old man was hollering at me to get up and make the coffee. That was my morning, and the next morning was Glory's morning, Gloria. But when you get up in the morning, you shake, man, to light that fire. You put the corn cob in there and you shake, man. You try to light that match, and then all of a sudden you started it. Then you put the water heating, and Mama would grind the coffee. Not grind, she would
Roast?
roast the coffee.
Roasted,
Then
yeah.
you take the roast coffee and you put in the little
Grinder.
grinder, and you fill it up, and then you put it on the thing, and you make the coffee.
So where would they get coffee beans from?
From the stores, Catahoula. They had them all over the store in Catahoula at one time.
And then you roast it yourself?
Oh yeah, it was all roasted. Oh, you could smell it when it was roasting.
You said a corn cob you would light with the...
The corn cobs,
Start the fire, yeah.
we had that big farm. You see, we live on that farm. I mean, we had corn, and it wasn't, couldn't imagine the corn we had. Well, every time you feed the pig or the chicken and everything, you had the corn cob. So you save the corn cob to light the stove. It's easy to light a stove with a corn cob because you put a match to it and you hold it right there. In no time it'll be burning.
Did y'all
You're
do
lucky
something
to
else
know.
with that corn cob?
Not too much. We use the time picayune. Let me tell you about the time picayune. We had it once a week. We had it once a week, but we had it 3 days late. That was okay. But you know what I use it most for? To clean the lamp, the bulbs. We take them apart. You put the paper in there and you clean them. You clean that inside, clean. It will get clear. And you put it back and you light it. You put your color in there and you light it. And you had a light. But that was the light.
What did y'all eat?
Just mostly anything. Fish, crab, chicken, turkey. A lot of hog. We kill a lot of hogs. A lot of
Running
hogs.
wild or y'all raised
No,
them?
no, we raised that.
And rabbits.
Oh, rabbit, that was spot.
What lot, huh?
You
Voila.
on camera, Pops?
Huh?
You on camera? Watch out.
Just open the back door and shoot?
Spot. Huh?
Just open the back door and shoot?
I remember one night from the old house right there, shine shotgun from the back door.
They can't come back.
What do you miss about the old days?
Not too much anything. It's so easy right now. It's so easy right now to do everything that you work, you don't notice it.
So now I know why you don't stop.
Too easy now, Ma.
Right.
How did you two meet?
Through a friend of mine.
A friend, a close friend of hers. And a guy I knew good along the levee, Dallas Molosson, lived right there down the levee.
That's how y'all met?
Yeah.
And I
That's
was
in
friend Dallas and Luella. Yeah, I was with Dallas for 6-7 months. Then Dallas was going out with Luella. And then that's when I met Mama. Because they're first, Luella and Mama's first cousin.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know how you, yeah.
Where at? At the bar? Or what was the name of that?
Yeah, the bar in San Martinville with that the Ricochet now, the Buccaneer now.
The Buccaneer. Buccaneer.
Now, if Vance's uncle could be there to tell you about those days, he could. Abraham Theriot, he'd come over here just to eat fishing in his little car. Vance? Yeah, that's your uncle. He'd come over here, that little car, he'd get along the end of that road and he'd blow the horn there, he'd get in the putt-putt and go get him. Huh? Oh.
No breed. They didn't have a breed back then, I guess.
What was your mother like?
Oh, she was good. Good all over.
How would you describe her personality?
You can't ask for better.
Sure.
I was telling them last night. She used to iron, had 4 iron. Janelle was talking about 1 iron. Said she's had 4 iron. And all the boys, just about all the boys now, when we went out, we had white shirts. And she starched and ironed all the white shirts. And she put it on that they couldn't imagine that, like Mary was saying, I can't imagine that. She'd take an iron, they'd heat it. Okay, they'd iron wall, he'd put it back, take the other one, iron some more. Put it back, here's this one, iron some, till she get through. Iron white shirts all the time.
She always had an iron going.
Iron clothes in those days to go out, yeah. But our bathtub was in the lake. We jump in the lake all the time.
But they had a current back then in that lake.
They had a good current and
Yeah.
some good water, and nice, good
Fresh
water,
water.
fresh water.
Yeah, not like nowadays.
You don't have good water anymore.
And what about your father?
Well, he was kind of rough, you know. Tough.
That's what I hear.
Seems to be the
He was always hollering.
Hard worker?
Hard working though. Whew, he worked hard. But the thing I remember most about him is when we was living over here, we moved. Old Wade Martin told him, said, if I clear some land over there, he said, you come work for me, the farm over there. And he said, later on I'll buy you a tractor. So we went over that with Wade Martin. So the first year we had about 30 acres clear, and the bulldozer had cleared that then. It wasn't by hand no more. And he was on the tractor. It was a case with a clutch, but a hand clutch. He made one turn, that guy let him make one turn. He started another turn. When he got to the second turn, he was there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The man was like, pull the clutch, pull the clutch. he thought it was some mule, you know. He passed on some cans, some 5-gallon cans that started flying all over the place.
What about y'all? Remember about my mom?
Her making coffee all the time. It seemed like every time you get there, she'd start the coffee.
I remember Pop, he could always quiet a room real fast.
Oh, yeah.
You walked in there making noise, he gave you the R's, and you better shut up.
I remember one time he told me, he said, you better sit down right there, I'm gonna go drown you in that lake.
And my mom, I remember her peanut butter and syrup sandwiches on Sunday afternoons.
And the root beer, the yellow
bean syrup.
root beer.
Her hair.
And her hair.
Her hair was
yeah,
always braided.
Braided hair.
Did y'all get to braid it?
Coffee. I braided it.
Daughter did, yeah.
I braided it a few times. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she'd sit in the rocker like you're sitting,
Yeah.
and it would fall all the way
Would touch
down
the
to
floor.
the floor.
But the rocker was short, you know,
Yeah.
back then,
Yeah.
and her hair would fall on top, back of the rocker.
Yeah. And then she'd take it and
Yeah,
she'd do like this. No,
She
it
would
wasn't
do
a
that so
bun. It was
fast.
do about 3 or 4 loops in the hair like that.
Yeah.
So she taught you how to do it, or?
No, I knew how to braid then when I did it.
She braided
I
with
think
three-
I just finished beauty school then, and
3 and 4 sometime.
Every
Sometime.
day?
but I still say that's why she had headaches because her hair was so long. She always,
Yeah.
oh, fait mal, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, you know. I remember that. She was saying that a lot.
all the time,
Oh, fait mal, oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
she
I'll
had a lot
say
of
it's
headaches.
from
especially
the
when
braids.
she got really
the long
old.
hair.
It's like that was her favorite words. Ça fait mal.
But I remember the
Oh,
fig
yeah.
tree,
Oh,
the
yeah.
big fig tree in the
remember
back,
that.
and I remember she
tree.
used to like to grow flowers.
And
She always
I
had
remember
flowers.
going to the place, the Wade Martin place, and feeding the chickens, playing in the barn.
Playing in the barn, and I remember, vaguely remember when y'all lived on the levee by the old store. Didn't y'all live on the levee by
Benoit?
the store? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Because I
had
remember rolling down the levee.
Right.
Oh Lord, that was. We'd start from the top and we'd roll.
Yeah,
to
Benoit
get
over
to
there.
the bottom. Yeah.
That was by Benoit.
Yeah. That's
That
about
house they
right.
got, we sold right there, that house there, that was the camp over there by Benoit.
Yeah.
Where they moved over near the
Yeah, Catahoula, yeah.
But I remember going playing that old barn in the corn by the Mortons on the Mortons land back there.
Yes,
I remember that
feeding
a
the
lot.
chickens,
Yeah,
chasing the chickens.
yeah. I don't remember staying in the house when we go there.
No.
You know, we was always in the yard.
Which I remember her cooking.
Good.
Everything she cooked was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter what it was.
A lot of bell peppers.
Yeah. Fresh chickens. Remember her going in the yard and catching the chicken and wringing its neck and
Clean it right there.
plucking it right there and going in the house and cooking it. Fresh as can be.
I remember the boucherie. I remember boucherie.
A lot of boucherie, yeah.
Where it's like they cook that blood boudin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'll never forget about that time though. I'm sitting down. They got it, Mom used to holler at me all the time. Because I used to sit with the old black man. His name was Polo.
Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was
Paul
Polo.
Champ, Paul Champ.
Nah, they got come eat in the house. No. I'm sitting with the old
Paul Champ.
They got stuck like
Walter,
that, but-
Paul, Walter,
I thought
Wal-
it sounded, you know, I wasn't looking for the little kid, you know.
You thought he
Walter,
was them little Sambo fishing statues?
Hey, you something like that, you know, put something over there, but you know, I thought that was natural, you know. I didn't know. Lana, come eat in the house. No, I'm eating with the old man.
I guess you didn't do it. I guess
I don't remember
I don't
him.
know.
Paul, he worked for us for years.
Yeah, I know. I know.
The old man would pay on Friday,
Yeah.
but almost every Sunday morning he was there. He was there for $10 on Sunday morning. He spent his money.
He was going to drink.
He's going to drink some more.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
recall him.
His brother, he was a lot better than him. Walter Champ. All them Champ from St. Martinville, it's all the same bunch. There's only one family that I know of. Walter Champ and all of them.
So they used to work during what?
Sugarcane. Mostly in planting the sugarcane and cultivating. Everything had to be done by hand. You see, in those days, the ditches they had to be cleaned up, and we didn't have that,
Well,
that tractor and everything like that.
Another thing I remember is that big garden they used to have where Dean and Kathy live.
Oh,
now.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I learned how to drive a stick shift. We'd park at the road, and then Daddy would say, "Go get the truck," or somebody would say, "Go get the truck," and we'd all race to go get the truck because we wanted to drive back to the back towards the lake. So that's where I learned how to drive the stick shift. But yeah, that was a garden right there. Radishes. I think that's the last time I've seen the long white radishes.
Yeah, them long ones.
I don't.
Plant
You don't see that no
see
more.
those.
you still can make them, but they don't plant them like they used to.
That's the last time I've seen a white radish. it was a long white radish.
Oh, yeah,
Long
yeah.
and slimmer,
Oh, yeah.
like.
They were spicier than the
Yeah,
red.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like horseradishes and like you would always.
All right, anything else?
Tell me about my mom's washing machine. She first got electricity.
Man,
But the washing machine?
Yeah, when she made all we to wash.
We moved from the old house right here to Wade's. We didn't have no electricity right here. So we done work all week and change and kept our clothes dirty. When we got to Wade over there, they put a washing machine. So everybody was washing the washing machine wash. Because we had a pile of clothes to wash, and it washed the whole day. With a ringer type.
Oh, a ringer type machine.
Is that the same ringer they took to the house right here on the lake with them? Because I
Probably-
remember an
probably
old
so.
ringer
Yeah.
type wash.
Probably, right, yeah, right there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember that they had that utility room off to
Right.
the side right when you'd walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, thank you.
Those are the good old